Kuthe lapho ngisinwa, kuthe lapho nginyathelwa, kuthe lapho ngithwele kanzima. Kuthe lapho fika izivunguvungu, kuthe lapho usathane zami ukunyakazisa, kuthe lapho ngizwa ngathi kuyanyukela.
A very good afternoon and welcome to another exciting edition of Trends. We are coming to you live from our Auckland Park studios in Johannesburg. I go by the name of Selepa Maifadi and we'll be holding it down for the next 60 minutes, giving you the latest art and entertainment news in and around the continent.
And I'm Nadia Adams, and I'll once again be bringing you your entertainment news updates from the past week. Remember to interact with us on Twitter at Trends on SABC. Ingleba the Wound, a film which has been largely criticised for the explicit content, has been unbanned, for now that is, and is back on mainstream cinema screens. This comes as producers of the film appeal the X18 rating, which restricts the film to only be shown in designated venues.
Jongapha ndizawuthanda uba ke uqinise isandla kule nto neyo.
The film, about a gay relationship set in the context of a Xhosa initiation ceremony, was pulled from cinemas after being given an unwarranted X18 rating, essentially classifying it as porn. The Film and Publication Board Tribunal justified the rating by saying the film lacked artistic merit, even though it had been shortlisted for an Oscar and has been nominated for 8 SAFTAs this year. Upon appearing in court this past week, the filmmakers heard that the matter is being postponed for March 28th. The movie is, however, allowed to be screened with an 18 rating in the meantime.
Four-time Grammy winner Lionel Richie cemented his legacy in Hollywood this past week, plunging his hands and feet into a wet paving slab at the forecourt of the iconic TCL Chinese Theatre.
The 68-year-old R&B singer, a former frontman for the Motown legends the Commodores, has sold more than 100 million records over a career spanning 6 decades. He wrote some of his most enduring songs for the group, including Still, Sail On, Easy, and 3 Times a Lady, which earned a 1979 American Music Award and a People's Choice Award.
Described as an ode to motherhood, the full trailer for Charlize Theron's new film has just been released. In Tully, Theron plays an overworked mother of 3 who is gifted a night nanny by her brother, played by Mark Duplass. Take a look.
No.
Do you know what a night nanny is? They take care of the baby at night so mom and dad can get some sleep.
I don't want a stranger in my house.
Hesitant at the extravagance at first, Theron's Marlowe comes to form a unique bond with the thoughtful, surprising, and sometimes challenging young nanny named Tuli, portrayed by Mackenzie Davis.
Yeah, no one's treated my hole in a really long time.
Local celebrity Pearl Tusi is in New York and strutting her stuff. The actress has been spotted chilling with A-listers and attending celebrity basketball games, with her latest excursion taking her to New York subway for a sexy photo shoot.
Taking to the gram, the African Khaleesi shared some of her pics with her 1.8 million followers, looking like an African queen in a sheer floral maxi dress by Casper Bosman. While quoting John Lennon and his take on love, the actress is loving life and leaving all of us back home in awe of what she's doing.
And that's it for the news this week. I'll be back next week, and I leave you in the capable hands of Selepe Maifadi. Bye, guys.
With the Christian calendar being on Lent, we are still continuing with highlighting some of the best gospel artists of Mzansi. Today, we are switching it up a bit. We have Linga's Entertainment founder, Dr. Malinga, who is so versatile that he has a gospel track in his 26-track double disc project he released in 2016. And sticking to the classical sounds of gospel, 2017 Best Traditional Gospel winning artist, Senzo Khumalo, who opened up the show with his latest single, Kunendoda, is also here with us. They're here to tell us about their projects and their plans for 2018. Welcome to Trends.
Hallelujah. I
mean, who knew that you have a gospel track in God's will?
You know, Dr. Malinga is the original gospel singer. You know, I used to sing Rebecca Malope's songs when I was growing. So they know me, or I'm that guy who used to go to funerals just for the kuku, the keke, just for control, because of, you know, hunger took place. So I had to go to every night vigil, so to go there and perform and do my stuff, yes.
So how did you then select this track? Why that rendition out of all the other gospel tracks that you've been singing?
I love the song, the Piri Makunutung, the Tichwakiwena, because of, you know, it's a powerful song. You know, everyone loved the song. So I just said, okay, let me take this song and take it to house music so that they can even dance at, in taverns and whatever. So everywhere, because of God is everywhere. So I just wanted to preach via the house gospel song. Judge.
So you put a whole lot of spice in that. Senzo, tell us about how you stick to that classical sounds of gospel in your music and why it works for you.
Into engayisho sesami ukuthi uma uphila into ngaphakathi kuwena, it's so easy ukuthi uconnect nayo, because this is what we do for God. So now for me it's a talent. Kahle ngoba kuyi talent akusile talent kuphela kodwa elinonkulunkulu phakathi. So for mina kulula ukuthi ngibhale music wami, kulula ukuthi ngicule ngendlela engicula ngayo ngoba isuka ngaphakathi lento.
So last year you grabbed an award at the SABC Gospel Crown Awards.
Yeah,
wow. How was that? Tell us about that.
God is good. Bekusebenza kanzima because we don't have to do only music. We do music, but your music has to go out to people. So I always pray to God that music wami ufinyelele emadlebeni abantu abawudinga, because people are sick, people they need to be healed, people badela izinto eziningi kakhulu empilweni. So uNkulunkulu ngiyabonga ithuba nginekelona ukuthi ngize ngifike kulezinga lokuthi ngize ngwene even Crown Gospel Awards, because bengasindlela yami ngedwa le uNkulunkulu ongithatha ngibeka la njengoba nengoma isho ithi kunendoda. engihamba nayo ethi ize ithi le ngoma kuthena mase kufika inyembezi ngaguqa phansi ngathi inkosi ngicela ngibambe ngesandla because kuyo yonke lento eyenzekayo angihambi ngedwa kunendoda engisuke ngihamba nayo which is God.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And I mean, in the mainstream music industry, where do we put gospel music? And do you think that South Africans are doing enough into taking in gospel music? That goes for you too as well, Dr. Malinga. What do you think about that?
I think we are doing the best we can. If someone is not satisfied, so you know, you'll never please anyone, but we're trying very hard. We have powerful gospel singers. No, my brother Lana, who score award, yeah, maga score award. We should do but now, but they are the best, because of so we're doing very hard, and then guess what? We are there. Yeah, we are there in Tlek. Yeah,
especially for youth. I think introducing gospel to youth is very important because sometimes thina esicula gospel bese senze ngathi kunabantu abangafit to listen to gospel music, but everyone fits. So we need to accommodate everyone. That is why masenza even album we need to mix so that wonke umuntu omamele album yakho can be healed, can be blessed, noma omncane noma omdala. So now we need to work harder to impress even youth ukuthi ithanda gospel music.
Is that where you taking the direction of the company, your production company, your music company?
Kakhulu. We believe in talent. We believe in creating, especially new people. The company is Miss Media Production. Umsebenzi wethu sithanda ukuthi sishintshe impilo zabantu. Sithanda ukuthi italent elingakaveli silveze. Kodwa lento siyenza ihamba noNkulunkulu phakathi because we don't have to choose anyone as choosing ngoba talent, but we see and sense a show ukuthi uyafunda ukuthi ubani uNkulunkulu so that you can take your talent as well. Kodwa lihambe noNkulunkulu, especially with youth.
And Dr. Malinga, we know that you also, I mean, you're the founder of Lingus Entertainment. You're doing your own music under your own staple, and you signed on a couple of artists. Do you think you would be keen on taking more of a gospel route when bringing up more talent in that industry?
Yes, there's a guy that I want to sign. I don't know what his problem, but I want to sign the guy called, they know him by the name of Pastor Mbobo.
Okay,
but
Pastor Mbobo.
Pastor Mbobo.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, whatever, but people, they don't know that that guy have a powerful voice. His name is Sizwe Magwaza. He's a powerful singer. Baba Njiba Latha Mofat, wabona. So he's a powerful singer. Even when he sings, that guy, you know, when I lead the class, it's that guy is a blessing. So Sizwe Magwaza is coming to Lingus Entertainment, yes. Okay,
and can you give us a brief on like, what we can expect from you in 2018 personally? Are you dropping another double disc maybe?
I know I'll never drop a double disc. You know, dropping a double disc sometimes is I don't, let me just be straight, it's a waste sometimes. Because at the end of the day, these people write our music, come over regular 26 songs, you know. Just rather give them 10, and then 10 is enough again. But this year, I'm thinking of dropping another album. And also, Tula Sizwe have his own single out. And then also, Josta is releasing his single from Lingus Entertainment. Yeah,
great.
we are
and
doing
for you,
well.
Senzo, are you also dropping something this year?
Senzo ke ngisebenza as a producer and a songwriter as well. So this year, la album kunendoda yintsha. Ngiqeda nje ukubhalela uThina and Dume Mkokstad the song ethi kubonakala ngami. The album is coming out. Squealy Zuma album yakhe iyaphuma. Sizonqoba naye ngimbhalela ingoma because I ngiyathanda ukusebenza nabanye abantu. But uSenzo Khomala is busy with tours. Good Friday ngizobe ngiseBloemfontein ku past November. I'm going to 1st April Township egama lakhe uvukile Music Gospel Festival. Sizobe silapho siyokhonza inkosi. There are a lot of things ezenzekayo, but noma sesiqeda sibanika nabantu ama bookings details so that bazomthola uSenzo mabemdinga.
Yeah, well, that's it for our segment on gospel on today's show. But we're going to have Dr. Malinga later on in the show performing Dipiri. So you don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to miss this. So we're taking a break. We'll be back right after this.
Sindaraba shakara sike Sindarabera shikara werezi Sindaraba shekere sakera keke Onori kekere Kekera kera Sindaraba shikarera shikarera we. Sindaraba shekereberera. Oh, eh. Dipiri, makunutu, ditijwa, kiwena, oh, batwarele cheo. Dipiri, hallelujah, ditijwa kiwena, oh, ontate, ubatwa, bote, baba kitan hambi, batijwa kwena, oh, hallelujah, man. Bote, baba kitan hambi, hallelujah, man. Sindaraba shekere besakara, sindaraba sheke, oh, ujesu wamo ya pila, gimbonile gami, imbila ya bentima, etlini silala singadile, wafiku Jesu wati, Dr. Malinga, ngiyaknika mntwanami. Hey, nganceda umama, nganceda nogogo wami. Namhlanje sidla kamnandi amachiza, amapaloni. Noma namhlanje agulisa abantu amapaloni. Kodwa ipaloni siyayithanda sathi. Uyasiprotect uJesu wami. Uthi mntwanami lamapaloni bengakuniki wona kudala. Ngazile ukuthi asakhulisa. That's why bengakunika amapaloni. Hallelujah, amen, amen, amen.
Hallelujah indeed. That was Dr. Malinga with Dipiri, a song from his 26th track album that's called God's Will. And the oldest township in South Africa is getting cleaned up. The Maboneng Township Arts Experience is bringing color into Alexandra. This organization opened up 7 new gallery homes, bringing them to a total of 13, providing guided tours of gallery homes, film screenings, and art sales that benefits the entire community. We caught up with this team of this dynamic project. Let's take a look. When rejection motivates you to craft your own path.
I came up with the concept of putting artwork in galleries because I'm an artist myself and I come from the township myself, and I had a problem of exhibiting art just like a lot of artists around townships in the city. You know, like these galleries are so many, but it's hard to exhibit there, and there's so many of us as artists, you know. So I decided to start exhibiting in my own space.
In 2001, Sipiwe Ngwenya started exhibiting his work in his home, creating an initiative that benefits the whole community.
Basically, Maboneng Township Arts Experience is a destination development organization. So we, on an ongoing basis, we develop destinations inside townships to change the stigma that is around townships, that it cannot be a destination for high-end products and be consumed by high-end consumers, right? So we decided to create new destinations in Alexandra to show people that more destinations can be created that can be supported by Maboneng Township Arts Experience.
ngathi yenze ngiyajabula kakhulu ngoba nontwana wami bayithanda lento yakhe abathanda ukudraw nje emabondeni, but manje abadrawanga because good nice. So athi ngicela wenze ngathi okay, they are fine, it's fine, ngoyenze art endlini yami, you're welcome.
This initiative opened the world of art to the community.
The thing we've seen so far A lot of people, they saw Goodman Gallery, they started knowing about when they represent Jacob Zuma in an anti-Sen way. So people started understanding, oh, art gallery, this is what. And some of them, I took them to Goodman Gallery. We had a show there to show them this art gallery, this was happening. So when they come into the township, they started, okay, we can do it, we don't need to go far. This is here, this is art, and they start appreciating a simple person who started drawing, starting understanding this art.
Head to Alexandra and experience this tourism attraction. The South African International Film Festival is back for its 3rd annual event. The film industry players alike were all in attendance for the African premiere of one of the much anticipated films for the year so far. And it's a Western, so let's take a look.
The Market Theatre in Johannesburg played host this week to the exclusive premiere of Five Fingers for Maasai. The event forms part of the Rapid Lion South African International Film Festival. We mingled with some of the cast and crew who worked on the Western, a first of its kind.
Five Fingers is about loss of innocence. It's about just life happening. Just the tremendous force that is life that can actually come upon, innocence, and how that the future of a person is just bent by just an unfortunate event, what happens. But it's also about not all is lost. What happens when that innocence is lost. Just the returning. And sometimes, we think that it's a loss, but, at the end of the day, the future depends sometimes. A lot of the times it depends on the things of the past.
8 years in the making with a stellar cast, this niche genre film has made headway abroad and first premiered at the Toronto Film Festival last year. Now it's come home.
A lot of it started when we were looking at a lot of these small towns and doing road trips and trying to think about the story and realizing there's a lot of these old colonial towns like Marseille, Barcelona, Rome. These are all like real little nowhere towns that obviously like people once came from those places and tried to like plant that flag or something, and they kind of died out. And especially within this last like 20 years or so, there's been a huge shift where a lot of those small towns are kind of dying out and they're not the town anymore. The township that was attached is now like the thriving space that is the town in that area, and it's kind of the new frontier in a way, and there's growth and there's a whole new kind of growing pains with that as well. And that sort of sparked the idea of the Western.
The makers of this film do not foreground the genre, do not foreground the conventions. You're not thinking, hey, Western, hey, guns, hey, bullets. No. They sit on the story. And it's occasionally you just think, oh, that's just like the Western, hey, there's the steering, blah, blah, blah. But it's not about that. However, when you get into the town, they take you on the main set, and you just think, how did they find this place?
Described as a Sesotho cowboy film, Vuyo Dabula takes the lead in this career-defining role.
The language just disarmed everything because it's a comfortable language. You understand what it means, the weight behind each and every word, and so people were able to play. Using the language, it was easier to actually connect, understand what the other person is really saying, so that actually helped us to actually jump in easier and quicker, and just to really connect and understand each other.
The film is set to release in cinemas on April 6th, so be sure to check it out.
Welcome back. Ornella Joni is one of South Africa's rising fashion designers selected to showcase her clothes at the 2018 New York Autumn-Winter Fashion Show last month. She and 8 others was made the cut to one of the 8 designers selected to showcase at the event. Now she is back in Mzansi, and as usual, TRENDZ had to sit down with her to find out more about her New York Fashion Week experiences.
She is following her dreams and definitely not looking back. Born and raised in the Eastern Cape, Ornella Joni always knew she wanted to be a fashion designer. Like any other success story, Joni's road wasn't easy. But to cut the story short, her hard work and talent led her to win a scholarship in Milan to finish her fashion design studies. Like any young designer who dreams to showcase in the world's biggest catwalks, Joni's dream came true when she was invited to New York Fashion Week, autumn-winter.
As a fashion designer, we have the capital cities in our head. I have Milan in my head. I started in Milan. I had New York in my head. I still have Tokyo in my head. So it's those. It was that kind of shock where I didn't believe it was finally happening.
Inspired by the rich history of African American heritage, she wanted to bring that to her designs.
I figured it's Black History Month. There's a new movie coming out, Black Panther. So I took advantage of that to show what South Africans can do, like to show that we have different tribes that can also inspire us in fashion. So that's what inspired my collection. It was different tribes in South Africa.
The collection features different patterns and prints.
I had a beautiful, what do they call it? Fishtail dresses. I had pencil dresses. I had different kind of couture dresses, which were, they all had a bit of tribal in them. I used a very nice African print, which I contrasted with different styles.
After a 17-hour flight, it only hit Joni that she was in the capital city of fashion.
It was a long flight. It was very far. So when I finally rested, it hit me that, oh my God, I'm in New York. It's like I'm in a capital city of fashion. Like there's so much happening around the bars of Fashion Week. You could see it. The people, even though it was winter, you could see people fashionable. You could, like being there, I could almost pinch myself, not believing that I was actually there. So it was an amazing feeling.
She describes her range as bringing Africa to the world.
It was very tribal, it was stylish, at the same time it was edgy, very modern. One of the dresses, there was a tutu dress, which I believe is a touch of the Shangani tribe in South Africa, where they have these beautiful skirts. So I bought that with polka dot and making it modern, stylish at the same time, where the top was with the torso stripes. So it was the clash of the tribes.
Having studied in Milan and showcased in New York Fashion Week, the runway is just getting started for Joni.
One of the organizers in New York Fashion Week, they are also doing a show in Milan in September, and I got invited. Since now I am under them, I'm one of their designers who showcased in their international showcase. So they talked to Milan and they said, are you in? And I'm like, I'm in. What are you? Do you even have to ask? I would do Milan. Milan would be like going home, because it felt like home. For me, it was going to my fashion home. It was fashion heaven. So going back to Milan in the same year that I did New York Fashion Week is also mind-blowing.
The curtain is closing on one of the biggest contemporary dance festivals in the country. The Dance Umbrella is celebrating their 30th anniversary with productions from South Africa's most exciting choreographers, as well as intercontinental collaborations. This festival kicked off at the UJ Arts Center with performances by 2 of the long-standing contributors of South African contemporary dance, Vincent Manzui and Gregory Makoma. Let's take a look. a trip down memory lane for the 30th celebration of South African contemporary dance.
Well, the 30th is a special birthday because this year we're featuring artists who were in the first edition of the Dance Umbrella, artists who were in the early 90s, and then artists who are a bit younger. So it's really, I think it's embracing exactly what the Dance Umbrella is, and it's showing what we've achieved over the years with the art that we've created.
In 1991, Vincent Manzui choreographed an iconic piece that not only put him on the map, but launched Gregory Makoma's career. Now this festival is bowing out with a production from these renowned artists.
It's very sad that Dance Umbrella is coming to an end, but you know, I think someday someone somewhere will be able to wake up and tell us that actually it's a dream that we are closing Dance Umbrella. And it's because, you know, really is based on financial reasons. It's not like there isn't any solution. I think there are solutions there. We just need support from government, from private sector, from communities to really come on board and to ensure that Dance Umbrella does have a life, because it is the only platform in the continent that allows contemporary dance to flourish. So it is really, really sad. It's a bittersweet moment. Bittersweet because I'm closing Dance Umbrella on its 30th anniversary with a remarkable work by Vincent Manzui, which is the first work that was or put me on the Dance Umbrella platform 27 years ago.
I hope deep down inside that it's really not, that next year they'll be like, actually guys, you know, here's another Dance Umbrella, because we've done so many things and it's brought all dancers together, and it's also an opportunity for us young choreographers to also try and choreograph and see where it can get us. I mean, Vincent Manzui also started out doing the Dance Umbrella eons ago, so it's also nice to see that it can be a platform to also bring you up as a young performer as well.
I've been dancing for 5 years, yeah, and this is my first year. Yes, I'm a student at VDT. Yeah, it's my first year being in such environment, and yeah, it's a great thing, you know. I like it. It's a great experience, loving family, and yeah.
But this art form is not just beautiful to watch, it carries deeper messages around the social issues we face in South Africa.
Mayhem is an altered state of our minds, but it's also an altered state of the nation. And I was really inspired by our leadership in our own country. I created a piece in 2012, and I was questioning a lot in terms of our leadership, where we're going. And I found myself that we're in a state of mayhem as a country. Today, you know, there is some hope, but still the mayhem is still there. And for me, it's about questioning and conscientizing us as leaders, as citizens of this country, to really look at our own actions in terms of destroying the beauty that we have as a country, and how can we reclaim back our own humanity in order for us to forge forward as a country.
This 10-day festival is running until the 18th of March. Do go check it out. We spent an evening bouncing around at Bounce Inc. in Waterfall, Johannesburg recently. The trampoline haven offers bouncing time for all ages, but also incorporates a fitness class called Bounce Fit. And seeing as we're on this health and fitness trip, you bet we went to try it out. It's super, super fun, but it's a serious cardio workout too. Take a look.
Well, basically it's high intensity and low impact workouts. So everything that we do in our Bounce Fit classes is usually trampoline based. There are different types of classes, of course. We have our original class, which basically takes you through an entire Bounce Fit class. We have a move class, which we just did with you, which is just constantly moving. Whatever exercise we do, whether we on or off the trampolines, we're constantly moving. We have our core classes, of course, concentrates just on your core. And then we have our blast classes. Now that one was actually, we take the exercises off the trampolines, like how we did with you guys, but it's a little bit more intense, but it's still fun-packed and a lot of intensity. For me, I like the social aspect to it. At gym, and I'm not trying to talk down on any gym, but it's usually I'm by myself and I'm just working out. If somebody sees me, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm just working on myself. But when you're here, I like to get people involved, motivate each other, you know, cheer each other on. So you feel like there's at least more than one person with you in this journey, all right? And yeah, I mean, the fun part is the fitness levels. For beginners, you guys are a little bit more untechnical, if there's such a word, you know. You're all over the place, you're still not finding your balance. But the more you do these classes, the fitter you get, the more you actually start to work on your technical aspects of the class and the better you become.
It was hard work and it was fun and exciting. Yeah.
Very challenging also, full body workout. Are you going to come back?
Definitely.
So you're a regular bouncer?
I am, well, no, it's my 3rd week, but I try come Monday to Thursdays, and it's really a lot of fun. Master's class is really a lot of fun as well. And like I said, it gets easier, you get fitter without realizing you're actually getting fitter, so it's a lot of fun. It really
is. So ladies, that was your very, very, very first bounce in class, bounce fit class, 1 hour, and you made it. You're both standing.
We barely made it. I mean, we made it, but I can't really say we made it because at so many parts we were dying for water breaks, like, hi, so hello, us, when are we breathing? But most parts of it was really nice. How many calories did we lose?
It was 430 calories, 58 minutes. Not too shabby.
Not at all.
How do you feel?
I feel amazing, but I can remember lying down on the trampoline quite a lot.
I wanted to laugh so badly, but I was also trying to survive and trying to breathe and trying to look good for the camera. Sorry.
We were so embarrassing. I'm like, look at us. People are bouncing all over the place and people are doing so well. But someone said to us that it's her 3rd week here and she just built so much stamina as she was doing it. So she says, like, we shouldn't worry too much about it because we're also going to get to that point. And that's what I love about these challenges that we go through on a weekly, because they just get to show that you're human. You can't get everything right in 1 hour and look like this fit bunny. It's gonna take time, and that's why we're doing this whole series for the year.
Practice makes perfect. The good thing about this was that it was a lot of fun, and it didn't feel like we were, I mean, there was a point where we felt like we were working out, but generally it was lots of fun and burned lots of calories, heart rate went up, and at the end of it we feel invigorated, full of energy, we don't feel exhausted. I feel like going and partying now.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Woohoo! So next time we hope to see you at Bounce Inc. and Bounce Fit class, everyone. Bye!
That was super, super hectic, but you need to go to Bounce and try it out. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be discussing all things Oscars, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Trends. This past week, the who's who in the entertainment world graced the year's 90 Academy Award ceremony that took place at the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. It was an epic night for the Academy where some of the issues faced in the industry were highlighted. We have with us blogger and critic Phil Impella to shed some light on the highs and lows of the night. Hi Phil, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great, thank you. So, what's your overall take on the Oscars?
I think this year, for a very long time, the voters were very generous, so they spread out the Oscars. So this year, it was not like about one film taking everything. So that's a positive for the Oscars.
Yeah.
But at the same time, look, television and film landscape has changed. So the Oscars are not what they used to be. You know, it's not an event anymore, and all this political stuff that is now attached to Hollywood. So there was a bit of a damper. It's not like the other years, but I love the fact that now the trophies are spread out, and that was a positive for the year.
Okay, so I think we should take a look at the first film that we're going to discuss.
Yeah.
We have a small trailer of The Shape of Water, so let's take a look at that.
If I told you about her, the princess without voice, what would I say?
Eliza, come on. Eliza, hurry, hurry.
She deaf?
Mute, sir. She can hear you.
You clean that lab, you get out.
This may very well be the most sensitive asset ever to be housed in this.
Grabbed, I mean, the director for the film won Best Director. So you're giving it a yes, a yay, or a nay? What's your take on the film?
I loved it.
overall?
I loved it. You know, Gilmore never disappoints. I mean, when you have these fantastical stories, he's the guy to go to. You know. But I can understand that now with Netflix doing a lot of horror and these kind of like fantastical storylines, I can see why certain people would not find it entertaining to go sit in a cinema for like almost 2 hours to watch this. But it was brilliantly done. I mean, Octavia Spencer, I'm so proud of this woman. This is one of the women who was ignored by Hollywood for a very long time. And now she's getting to have these roles that allow her to show a bit of range. So I'm happy for her in terms of the black, you know, film industry. But yeah, the film was great. I enjoyed it. The creature in that film looks amazing. Because, you know, sometimes CGI overtakes the story. Yes. And this creature is done so well that there's some human, I would venture to say, it actually looks handsome.
Whoa!
In one moment you forget that this is actually supposed to be like a creature, that there's a humanness to the creature, and the love story between the lead character and the creature. It's an amazing storyline, and I'd urge anybody in South Africa to go see it if they haven't seen it.
But in full, on Twitter, people were not really taking well to the plot of the film, that, okay, this person is in love with the creature. Like, it became a bit, what's your take on that?
I loved it. So
You're cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I
Okay,
can say
you don't
it. Because
understand why.
that, you see, the thing about what's beautiful about our industry is that not everybody has to love everything. Do you know what I mean? Even Titanic, believe you me, you can find somebody who will tell you that Titanic is a boring film.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that I can say to that.
Do you think 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is a good or a bad film?
It's an awesome film. Like, of all the nominated films, that is my best favorite. I mean, like, Frances McDormand, no surprise that she won for Best Actress. Amazing performance in there. What I love about it is that it's set in a small town, and the characters are so nuanced that you don't get the celebrity kind of thing. There's no big star celebrity in there. You know, it's more about the performances, and Frances is not like your glamour, Lupita Nyong'o, or, you know, Julia Roberts kind of thing. So it's about the story, and it's a beautiful story. I don't want to ruin it for anybody by talking about it too much, but it's a surprisingly tearjerker.
And Lady Bird? What's your take on Lady Bird?
Strong performance from Julie Metcalf from, remember back in the day she was on Roseanne, a lot of people forget that.
I think I was too young for that.
And it's a strong film about the relationship between a daughter and a mother, and a lot of us in South Africa, we're not going to relate to it because the relationship that we have with our parents here are very different, because, I mean, this girl is very disrespectful. And the way they talk about it, we might not relate. But it's a beautiful story, well acted. I don't know who the director is, but I'm hoping that it's a woman.
Yes,
you know, because
it is
the way they projecting these female characters in this film, it's strong without being too domineering and losing the femininity of the characters, and I love that about it.
And a lot of women had a lot of power in the Oscars, right? Every time they grabbed those awards, they made sure to let everybody know about how strong women feel and how they want to break into industries and not have these gender inequalities anymore. No?
Look, it's an era of the women in terms of the creative arts industry, and it's unfortunate that had to happen because of scandals, you know, but it's an era of the women. I mean, like your Ava DuVernay are doing amazing work, you know, you look at television, Shonda Rhimes has taken over, you look at film, so I'm not surprised, and I think, you know what, we've had men leading the industry for so long. why not have the women
Yes,
come
because
in?
who runs the world anyway?
Do you understand? I mean, you look at that film with the superhero film that was directed by a film and became one of the highest grossing films of all time, and there was a female director. So for me, I'm happy about it. Look, I'm a numbers guy. As long as you're making money, and as long as people are going out there and supporting films, I'm happy. The politics, yeah.
So let's go out there and support these films. I'm sure they're playing at Cinema Nouveau for the next month or so. And also about Lady Red, I mean, a huge milestone for women in the film industry is Lady Bird, the writer and director of it, Greta Gerwig, who earned herself several nominations, such as Best Director, including an Academy Award nomination, making her the 5th woman ever to be nominated in such a category. She's had several nominations for Best Film, including a win at the Golden Globes and a win at the Independent Spirit Awards for Best Screenplay. This film is certainly one that should be seen on International Women's Day, should have. But if you haven't seen it, then take a look at this trailer so you can go see it.
Go to the East Coast. I want to go where culture is, like New York, did I raise such or at least Connecticut or New Hampshire, where writers live in the woods.
Get into those schools anyway.
Mom,
You should just go to City College. You know, with your work ethic, just go to City College and then to jail, and then back to City College, and then maybe you'd learn to pull yourself up and not expect everybody to do everything.
Lady Bird, is that your given name?
Yeah.
Why is it in quotes?
I gave it to myself. It's given to me by me.
Lady Bird always says that she lives on the wrong side of the tracks, but I always thought that was like a metaphor. But there are actual train tracks.
What she did was very baller. It was very anarchist.
Put the magazine back!
She has a big heart, your mom.
She's warm, but she's also kind of scary.
You can't be scary and warm.
I think you can. Your mom is.
So, you're not interested in any Catholic colleges?
No way. I want schools like Yale, but not Yale because I probably couldn't get in.